Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zeng here, and today I have a really exciting announcement for you guys. If you haven't heard the news already, I'll actually be casting and commentating the 2016 Pokemon US Video Game National Championships this weekend in Columbus, Ohio. My flight's actually leaving in a couple of hours, so I just wanted to record this before I head out. Now, the reason why I wanted to make this video is to basically give an explanation to why I'll be casting. And there is an obvious drawback to casting, and that's that I won't be able to compete. And first of all, I do want to apologize to all the fans who were looking to support and cheer me on this weekend as a player. I really wanted to play this event because I loved US Nationals last year. It was probably the most fun I've ever had at a Pokemon event, and I love high quality play, and I played so many good caliber players last year like Wolfie, Glick, Palchua, Tolar Webb, just to name a few, not to mention all the other world-class players I ran into. And I was definitely, it was a hard decision to make, but basically, to give you guys the rundown, Pokemon approached me very recently asking me to cast Nationals. And the reason why they asked me is because Scott Glaza, one of the all-time, probably the best VGC commentator of all time, is stepping down because he's just retiring from commentary. And Shady Penguin, who was also an amazing caster, isn't able to return for Nationals specifically. So Pokemon was down 2 of their 5 casters, and they're doing something a little bit different this year. They're going to have a main stream at twitch.tv/Pokemon, and then each individual game is going to have a stream. So the idea that way they can stream multiple games at once, and then multiple games within each game, so you can see a main VGC game and then a side VGC game as well. But you obviously can't do that if you only have 3 casters, because solo casting is very difficult in this game. So with very little time going into Nationals, Pokemon approached me, and obviously I really wanted to play, but I also had to consider, I think streaming and casting, good casting and good quality games is one of the best ways to grow Pokemon, competitive Pokemon battling. And I think that even though I can offer a lot as a player, I think I might be able to offer a little bit more as a commentator, especially for this event in particular, because we're down Scott, who, I have big shoes to fill basically for his position. The reason why I say that is because I think casting is really difficult, and people often underestimate what goes into it. You have to be able to mesh very well with your partner. You have to be able to speak well and fluidly. And depending on your role, for example, as a color commentator, which I most likely will be doing most of the time, I'm going to be having to, able to analyze and dissect the game. And I think that it's going to be a super exciting stream this weekend, because it's me and Ray on color commentary for the most part, which I think is pretty awesome, because we've obviously played the game literally since VGC became a thing in 2008, and we can offer that insight. And I think commentating, the pool of good commentators might be a little bit smaller than the pool of good players. I do think I offer maybe a fair amount as a player, because you guys are the best fans and always come and support me, but there are a lot of amazing players that can, put on a great show on stream. I could see easily 15, 20, 25 players who can take home this national championship this weekend, whereas casting-wise, that pool is a little bit smaller. So when Pokemon asked me, yeah, it was a difficult decision, but to me it seemed pretty clear. If I want to help the game grow, which is ultimately my goal, then casting would be probably the better thing to do. I've accomplished a lot in my years of playing. I'm very fortunate to have been able to do what I've done so far. Not gonna lie, I do want to win another national championship, this time in Masters, when the player pool is a lot more difficult and harder. Winning 2 back in 2011 and 2012 in seniors was great, but now it's just getting harder and harder, and I feel like that'd be a great testament to my skill. And obviously my ultimate goal is to win a world championship, and I thought I would be commentating and full-time after retiring from competitive play, but that's definitely not the case, so don't worry. I'm still not sure whether I'll be playing Nats or Worlds this year. I've qualified for day 1 obviously, but it's going to be contingent off whether Pokemon invites me back, and whether I feel very confident with the team to make it through both day 1 and ultimately win the World Championship. So I'll obviously let you guys know about that as quickly as possible when I do make a decision. But don't worry, I really do plan on playing VGC 2017. Really want to dedicate myself to that, because I think we're going to have an amazing year of VGC next year. But the game is still growing, and this was an opportunity for me to live a dream that I've had for so many years, while also helping the game that I love grow. That's, like I said, yeah, I love playing and I love competing, and I love competing for the fans, but my goal also is to help the game grow as much as I can. And I have this kind of unique position where I have a great YouTube following and social media presence, and just having played the game since 2008, I know a lot about the players in the game. And fortunately enough, Pokemon thought I was qualified enough. I'm not sure if I am, but I'm going to do my best. Just I don't know, it'll be a fun time. So I hope you guys understand. To those that were looking forward to me playing, I'm really sorry, and I don't want to bum you out on it or obviously anything, because you guys have supported me throughout the season. Winning regionals earlier this year, such a great feeling because you guys were behind my back. So I'm gonna continue my best, but I look forward to me casting this weekend. It's gonna be an amazing show with me, Ray Rizzo, Evan Lat, and Dewey Ha. TCG Pokken also has an incredibly stacked casting crews, so it's gonna be an awesome time. So don't forget to check out twitch.tv/Pokemon and all the individual streams. I'll link those in the description below. Please spread the word and tell your friends. US Nationals is such a hype event, and having talked to a lot of the US top players, we're going to see some really exciting and innovative stuff Pokemon-wise. I'm not going to spoil anything just yet, but keep your eyes open because it's going to be a lot of cool stuff seen on the video game stream. So, yeah, hope you guys understand. Just wanted to let you know I'm not retiring or anything. I'm just commentating this one event, and we'll see where it takes me. But thank you to Pokemon for the opportunity. Thank you for you guys for making this possible, because without your support, I wouldn't be here. And look forward to a great weekend. And sorry for those that were kind of hoping for me to compete and maybe win this national championship, but we'll get them next year, right? All right, that's going to be it for this one. I got a flight to catch. I'll see you guys in Columbus, Ohio. Peace.